good about what we've done here in the last 3 years of getting guys on radars, bringing college guys in here. What I will tell you though, if you really want to get to that next level, keep on working hard, okay, every single day. It really makes a big difference. Take that extra time out. You're here, we're going to take care of you with trying to stay real organized. Just make sure that you guys stretch out on your own and pace yourself the right way. I see a lot of guys come in showcases and they're all jacked up, okay, and rightfully so. When you get over there and make sure there's bands over there, you're loose, that'll be the warm-up area. And then when we step on the mount, we'll keep on going this way, and these will be the 2 live mounts. So don't burn yourself out until you get up there. Catchers will throw first, like we said. If you want to follow us, because some of you guys are going to wait, because we're going to go right down the list, Strikeforce SET is the Twitter handle, okay? We're going to be doing that all through this, okay? Strikeforce SET on Twitter, starting from the first catcher going all the way through, and again, the video. So I'm going to take this time out, introduce Nick Mendota, and Nick is a scout for the Astros who does pitching runs as well.
All right, guys. As most of you know that have been to showcases before, there's a little standing around. Just be patient, be ready to go when your time comes. We'll keep you updated on what's going on. Just to let you know how we're doing this, catchers are going to throw first. So when we get done here, pitchers stay off to the side. You start stretching your arms out a little bit. Just to give you a heads up, the lower your number is, the earlier you'll go. So we'll go in order of your numbers. The catchers will go first here. We're going to get your pop time to second base. And then after we get done with that, we've got to drop some nets, get the coaches settled behind home plate, and the pitchers will start going. Pitchers. First 2 guys will be on the mound here when we get going. The next 2 guys that are up will be getting loose on these 2 mounds. The other guys, the next 4 guys can play catch over there. We'll keep you updated when your time's coming. So what you're going to do is get loose over there, in that area over there playing catch. You come over to these mounds, continue to get loose with your catcher, and then you'll get on these mounds and you'll be hot. Okay, you'll be hot for the guns and seeing what you throw. After we get done with all the pitchers, I ask you, if you're a pitcher that has aspirations to play the position in college also, you can stick around and hit. If you're a pitcher that cannot hit, I know there's some of you in here, don't waste the coach's time and go in there and swing the bats. It might only hurt you, believe it or not. They see how bad of an athlete you are swinging the bat, they might not want you on the mound. Just kidding. But if you can't hit, let's not waste the coach's time in there. Let's let the guys in there that have aspirations of being a 2-way guy. You pretty much know who you are by now. Don't leave anything out. All the mounts here behind the plate when you're out there. When it's your time, get up there, do your best, throw the crap out of it, have some fun. Got a pretty good show of college coaches here. We are going to give you a brief synopsis on the website. When we're done here, you'll be able to check that out. We're not going to tell you how you did. You're going to know how you did by if you get a letter from a coach or get contacted from one of the coaches here. Give you your velocities, give you your pop times, and if you get a letter from a coach, then that's great. Okay? I want to thank all of you for coming. Let's move it along. Be careful. Stay out of everybody's way. Don't want anybody getting hurt here today, and it'll be a good showcase. For 5 or 10 minutes here, I want to introduce somebody to talk to you. Rick Remblack was the head coach at Kent State for about 8 or 9 years, I believe, right around in there. 11 years. He then went on to Wake Forest and is now back here in Northeastern Ohio where he belongs as a head coach at Akron University. Rick's got a long history of winning baseball teams. He's an excellent coach, and I asked him to come here and speak to you guys for 5 or 10 minutes before we get going here. Feel privileged that he's here to speak with you. Rick Remblack.
Morning, fellas. Good morning. You guys are here for a reason, and not only you guys, but us coaches. It's a Sunday morning, it's 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, and you took the time and the effort to get up to come here today to get in front of us. And there's not a guy in this room today that obviously doesn't have a goal to further his baseball career. You're doing the right thing. You're doing something that a lot of guys would love to do, is to continue their baseball career. I think most of you have probably gone through this enough. You know exactly how these things operate. I'd asked Nick, I said, you know, is there anything in particular that I need to end up touching on? And he said, recruiting. Well, that's a broad subject. I can talk about some of the things that I look for as a coach. All the other coaches that are here probably have 15, 20, 50 other things that they're looking for. I can tell you exactly if you do this, 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 and this, that doesn't guarantee that you're going to have an opportunity to move on for a lot of different reasons. But if you educate yourself, if you end up having an idea, maybe what we're looking for, it will help you gear toward Division I, II, III. There's nothing wrong with going and starting possibly, if you're not ready yet, at a junior college. There's nothing wrong with that. You see it in football and basketball all the time. Maybe physically you're not there yet. You need some time to develop. You see it in football all the time where they bring freshmen in and they sit them because they're not physically ready yet. Same thing in basketball. But what you need to do is kind of gear up your sights on specific things and then educate yourself on that. So in recruiting, what are we looking for? One word is athleticism. But then after that, it's a broad definition of what athleticism is. In essence, it's like how your body moves. How easy, how flowing does your body and your actions move? And doesn't mean that if that body doesn't move that smooth, you can't end up playing at the next level. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's going to be a lot easier to be seen. So I don't know how many guys are here today, for example, pitchers, you're going to step on a mound and you're going to throw. So specifically, what are we looking for? Looking for some God-given ability. How hard or how good that arm works and the velocity of your arm. But to be a better pitcher, you need something else besides that. You need repeatability. And you need to throw more than one pitch for a strike. If you can end up developing a second pitch that's devastating, that plus pitch, that's what's going to get you looked at. You don't have to throw 90. It helps, but you don't have to do that to be effective. How many guys were watching possibly, I was channel surfing last night and I saw the Arizona Fall League on TV. Anybody see that by any chance? So I'm watching guys throw and I'm seeing 83 to 85 miles an hour in a few of those pitchers. But as a hitter, what's that guy facing? That deception, that plus pitch. So again, you got guys in pro ball playing at a higher level. They're not throwing 90, but they're able to control what they have. And they have maybe something else to get that hitter out. Size, strength, speed, all that. Yeah, that's great. Dustin Pedroia is not 6'5", 200 pounds. But he'll end up going through a brick wall. He'll play his heart out. He has that desire and that passion. And it's not really that difficult to notice that when you watch that guy play. And I'm sure that's how it was when he got recruited at Arizona State. He was a bulldog. You have a great opportunity. You're doing something very, very good right now. This is a beautiful place. Coach Wilson has a great organization. We know as coaches that he's going to end up teaching the game the right way. He has an idea what it takes to end up moving on. But it's no guarantee just because you're here that that'll happen. But put yourself in that situation as best as you can. I'd say this too, I'd suggest this, like, you know, when we talk about the pitchers, when you get on that mound, don't do more than what you're capable of doing. And you see that quite often. Guys will want to light that radar gun up as soon as it goes up, but then all of a sudden you've got your mechanics are all blowing up, you're throwing the ball all over the rafters, you're nowhere near the strike zone. Just stay within yourself. When you're getting ground balls and you're throwing the ball across the diamond, and you're not going to be able to do that in here, but don't sit there and try to throw the thing through the wall. Just play the game like you've got a guy that's going down that line, fastest guy you've ever faced. Use your feet, get to the ball, get rid of it. I'll take that over a guy that's got that rocket arm, but he takes forever to get rid of it. So as an infielder, the thing that I would look for is how easy is it for you to end up catching ground balls consistently, not being a juggler. A guy that is very capable, as that ball's bouncing below his knees, up and down, he can get to it, field it, and get rid of it very quickly. And to throw it right there every time. That's outstanding. I got a film, an email yesterday, get a lot of them, which is good to send out. I got an infielder that's throwing, and it was kind of funny. I kind of questioned why they did this. They had a shot from the fungo hitter, and then, or I take it back, where he was out there, and then they had a camera behind the first baseman. All I was doing was watching the first baseman and see this guy, he's jumping all over the place with the ball. That doesn't help. Okay, so that's, as an infielder there. Catching it, securing it, and throwing it accurate every time. As a hitter, again, don't sit there and think that you got to hit the ball over the wall to get noticed. Barrel the ball up. Hand speed, good hand pat, barrel it up. If you've got speed, fellas, showcase your speed. If that's your tool, showcase it. Showcase it in between innings. Showcase it when you hit the ball straight up to the catcher, get down that line. You hit the ball out to the outfielder, get around first base instead of, oh, I can't believe I just missed that pitch. Showcase that. If you got a good arm, showcase it in between innings. Stretch it out in the outfield. Second baseman, get on the other side of second base and stretch it out in between innings. Get down there like you're fielding a ground ball from the hitter. In between innings when the first baseman's throwing it, showcase your hands. Get it and go. Get rid of it. Catchers in between innings, bam, get rid of it. Just like you're throwing whoever in the big leagues out, fastest guy. Do things like that. You've got to do stuff that will rise above a lot of other guys. We're going to see a lot of guys today, see a lot of guys in the tournament. What is going to make you stand out? You got to keep thinking that. No one's going to sit there. Don't think that the game of baseball was invented for you. You've got to respect the game, but you also got to end up, what is going to draw our attention to you out of everybody that we're seeing on a weekend or in a showcase? Do something that's above the average guy, if you can. And some of it, believe me, some of us can't do it. It's just that it's God, it's the genes, it's your physical abilities. But in here, that's the stuff we can't see. That's the stuff there that makes or breaks guys as they move on. So, Nick, about ready? So that's the stuff there that we can see the physical stuff, but it's this other stuff there. Until a guy gets up to us, we really don't know that individual. And that it's our job to find that out before we bring you up to our place. But that's the stuff there that, as a coach, your coach, when we go to them, they're not going to lie. They're going to tell us the truth of the type of player that you are. He is always there early. He stays late. He will help out any pitcher that wants to throw if he's a catcher. He wants me to hit more ground balls to him. We don't want that guy that's got to be prodded to come out to the field. And hopefully there's not one guy in here today that woke up this morning and went, I can't believe I got to go this thing. That's not the guy. You're not going to end up being rewarded for that approach. So again, show that enthusiasm. This is tough, man. 9 o'clock in the morning, look at Nick. This is tough for him to wake up this early in the morning. But we're all here for a reason, okay? So appreciate the time. Good luck to you guys. Good luck down the road. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, catchers, get your gear on.